hopefully, I hope I'm trying to hopefully.
I like.
Let me pull this a little bit.
I didn't necessarily like when the camera was over there. It
Yeah, I
just
don't know.
felt different, like
Yeah,
weird.
I mean, it was looking kind of right at you. Let me see. There we go.
I mean, even having it right here, I think's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, most of the time we're over to this side, so
Yeah, dude, we haven't done this since August.
the first one, yeah.
Yeah, it's been 2 months since we did our own little show here. What's going on, guys? Out of the Park podcast here with Tyler and Josh, the weekly show that is going to grow. You like that?
Yeah, I like that one.
I just came up with that right now. But I wanted to take an episode off of guests. We're gonna get more guests for y'all. Don't worry about that. But we're gonna take an episode off. Nobody was really around, so we're just gonna kind of do ourselves, and we're gonna try and get you guys to know us and who we are and why we started this. And so if you aren't about it, you can click off now. I actually don't know how long this one's gonna be. It could be 3 hours. It could be one. It could be 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I have no
I mean,
idea.
It could be I mean, we average about an hour now.
Yeah.
They're
It's
not
around
usually
there.
too long anymore.
Yeah.
I think we had that one that we didn't get to post. That was like that was
That
probably
was
our
like an hour and a
longest.
half. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, we try to keep it a little shorter because
Yeah. But we're excited, and this is our 6th episode, right?
yeah, I think so.
6th. Let's go. is that your computer?
Yeah, because
Oh,
the
they won't-
volume's all the way up. So
It's fine. It's whatever. But that's hilarious. Yeah. But we got a lot to talk about today. Just gonna kind of go with it, go with the flow, see what comes up. But hopefully you guys get to learn something today. And I'm rocking Phillies gear because NLCS game 1's tonight, and I know it's the series might be damn near over when they see this because they
yeah, it
play
won't get posted till
Friday.
about Friday.
They'll basically because Friday night it'll be like an hour into game 4
Because they play tonight.
tomorrow.
They play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's
Then
the best
Thursday, Friday,
of
Saturday.
best of 7. Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Arizona if it goes that far to Saturday. But yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully we get this done in 4 and head to the World Series again. But bro, the Rangers look scary.
They're just I have so much confidence in the Phillies just
I do
because
too.
it's like the Rangers. Don't get me wrong. I think the Rangers will be the team to beat in the AL. I don't think Houston beats them, but I think it'll come down. I think they're just so young still. Like they have the pitching. Like they're getting Scherzer back for Game 3. I saw.
Yeah.
Like they have
big.
the team. They can hit everything, but I think if the Phillies go up against them, I think the Phillies defense and pitching can shut them down more. I think overall the Phillies have the better team just because they have pitching and they have hitting.
Yep. Yeah. We I think that if it comes down to the Rangers we play, I think either team we beat, I think this is our year, if I'm being totally honest. Like we have the hype, we have the home field advantage. Well, I guess not the home field advantage in the World Series, but still you do not want to come to Philly and play. It's that simple. And we have the home field advantage for this series, and we'll just try and take advantage of it and see what happens.
Yeah, no, I think the team to beat would have been the Braves, and we took care of that
Yeah,
fairly easy.
That was nuts. I can't believe that.
I think by far the Braves were the best team in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely.
And just to see them only win one game is kind of crazy. And I think it definitely gives the Phillies a confidence boost just to like get to the World Series.
I was shocked by the Orioles getting knocked out.
They're
They're young, but
I wasn't really shocked. Like the way they did it getting swept, I think I was fairly shocked, but they just have no veterans and no like players with playoff experience. So it's just like
exactly
all your star players are first or second years. So like you don't have much like time in the playoffs or experience or anything. So seeing them go out the way they did wasn't as surprising as like say the Dodgers getting swept by the Diamondbacks. I think that was way more surprising.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was convincing fashion too. Like, but I will be honest, you got to be impressed with the Orioles winning 100 plus games.
No, I definitely
was shocked by that. I really was.
I knew
Doesn't
they
get talked about enough.
I knew they were a good team, but I didn't expect them to win over 100 games.
I didn't either. I knew they were on the come up in the beginning of the season. This is kind of my like I guess first year actually paying attention like the full season of baseball since like I was a kid, and I knew that they were kind of like the what would you say the Washington Commanders kind of the like what would you say they are in NFL terms, like they just been beat up beat like it's not cool to be a fan of them, you know what I'm saying, but now it's like wow this team's fire.
The Jets.
Yeah,
The
something like
Jets have been
that.
getting beat down, and now it's like, oh, they got
Yeah.
Rodgers, all that. They have the key parts.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously they don't have Rodgers now, but I think
Yeah.
they would be more of like the Jets, or
Mhm.
even like you could possibly say like the Giants, because the Giants had a great season or a better season last year.
Yeah.
And I mean now I don't think the Orioles would be a one and done team, but you could compare them to that where they had a great season and then
Yeah.
they
I
could
know it's
plummet
pretty
down.
shocking, but yeah. I'm excited. Do we want to talk about guests? Should we talk about some guests, like,
I mean,
or should we keep it secret?
we can talk about some guests.
I do want to talk about like I'm trying to like get a whole bunch of guests on here. Like I
Yeah.
do want to have, and we're gonna over winter break. I feel like we're gonna film a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean we have guests that are down to film and everything, but
Mm.
like with their lives and stuff, like,
Mhm.
and we haven't been able to figure exactly out how to film with Zoom.
Yeah.
And I think like as much as like I want to get them on and everything, Zoom's most likely the only way we can film with them,
Mhm.
just because they have lives in other like states and stuff like that. And I mean, a lot of them have like reached out and said like they have interest in everything. It's just more of when and how. Cuz like we can't be I mean, obviously right now we can't be flying around just
No.
filming podcasts and stuff like that. So Zoom's pretty much the only way. I just don't know exactly how it will look.
Yeah. I feel like one day we will be able to fly around and pick and choose our guests.
Yeah.
I feel that way, and I feel very strong about it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
No, it'd definitely be a crazy experience to do that type of thing.
I mean, we're gonna have to start. We're gonna have to start paying up some bread for our guests, but
Yeah.
that's just how this world is. It's
No, I think as long like as we both become more financially stable, it'll be easier to actually travel and be able to
yeah,
like film with other people.
bro. We should go on a trip next year, or like for I guess your 21st or something, like a winter trip, bro. We should go to Florida or something and just film like the whole week down there.
No, that'd be nice.
It would be so fire. I feel like.
No, I think that would be fun. I mean, we have the wireless mics.
Mhm.
We have pretty much everything we need to
Yeah.
film outside of like I mean, I guess you could film on a iPhone camera.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad. I have the mini tripods and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, you could film off the back. I mean, that's what we use right now. You film off the back and
Yeah,
it'll
no,
look fine.
I mean, it would be nice. You can mic up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think one thing I've wanted to do is I want to mic up during like a game or something.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Now, obviously, I can't do it during my actual college season, but like summer ball, I've thought about doing it. It's just more of it's harder to get like someone manning the camera while I'm playing because like I can't
Yeah.
obviously record while I'm playing. So
I'll be at, I mean, I guess that's summer ball. I'll probably be at some summer ball games this year. But
Yeah.
I can do it. I'll definitely come to one at Albright. But
yeah, I just don't think I can really do it at Albright.
yeah, I definitely want to. What is that?
It's like air purifier, I think.
Oh, is it?
Something.
I thought it
don't
was
know.
your computer. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Nah, it's
But
some
it's
air
all good.
purifier.
That's good. All right. That's better than what I thought it was. I was like, oh, God, you run out of storage?
No,
I barely have anything on my laptop, so I, like, never run out of storage.
I think I don't know. It's been saying that like my storage's been running low, but I don't really download anything on my
Yeah.
laptop.
Yeah,
I just have to figure out how to like delete everything.
Yeah. I just moved mine to trash, and I don't know if that's. I should probably look up like a YouTube video or something.
I think
because
once you move the trash, it's fine.
I know. I feel like it's gone, but sometimes people are like, "Yo, if you move it to trash, it's still like a file. You have to actually like go delete the file." And I'm like, "What? Like, I moved it to trash. Like,
I
shouldn't
feel
it
like it would be more of like when you delete a photo, it goes to like
be
the
recently deleted?"
yeah,
or
and then
whatever.
you have 30 days to recover it and everything.
Yeah. I hope it's like that, but
I'm just
Yeah.
not that good with technology, so
yeah, I think our last pod was pretty. I thought it was pretty good. It's not people aren't watching it.
No, I think it's the most interesting
I
one
do
out of all
too,
of them.
and I feel like everyone needs to go. If you're sitting here watching this podcast after you get done this one, please go watch our last one with Hunter Kearns, Fire Pod. He is he's a gem. He's a gem of a guy, and he's a little bit older than us, so he's a little bit wiser, and might not look that way, but he is. He brought a really good first time ever. Brought a really good, brought a really good pod to us. If I'm being totally honest, so yeah, if you guys get done watching this, definitely go check that one out. If you're like driving or something, throw it on. Speaking of, we got to get to Spotify
Yeah.
tonight. I'm gonna figure that out. The worst part is the last 5 that we have, I can't put on Spotify because I deleted them, and I'm an idiot. I totally forgot. I was like, I was just like trying to create storage. I'm like, I don't want to ever run out of storage. So I'm like, let me just delete the ones we already posted.
Yeah, no, I mean it makes sense to
But
delete them, but
yeah, so starting maybe with this pod, hopefully we're on Spotify, and I want to be on Apple Pod too, because then you can watch it on Apple CarPlay, and
Yeah.
it's just easier for everyone. Like I understand YouTube's cool, and I love posting on YouTube. I think YouTube's the dopest app, like honestly, out of like TikTok and all that. But nobody wants to sit there and keep their phone. If you don't have YouTube TV, you can't shut your phone off while
Mhm.
you're. So nobody wants to sit there and watch this unless you're like at home and you're like eating or something, and which I don't know why you would want to listen to us while you're eating, but if you do, I appreciate it, and we appreciate it, I should say, and we're really thankful for you guys, even the 54 that tuned in the last episode. And I'm not all about views. I'm not that guy. I just want to see my channel grow because I love doing this, and I do say it every pod, and I'm gonna keep saying it every pod just to show you guys my appreciation for you guys. So, but yeah,
I can't believe there was only 54 views.
I can't believe it. I thought it was gonna skyrocket.
I think that one was the most like entertaining. Just cuz
I
like
did too.
we got away from like the traditional just
Mhm.
asking like the same questions. He kind of like expanded on
Yeah.
like different things and gave more life advice than any of our other guests.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying like any of our other pods were bad. I just
No,
think that
yeah.
was the most interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that would be definitely the one I'd go back and watch over
Yeah.
again.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it did seem like he was more like unique type thing.
He was locked in. Like
Yeah.
he was He was pretty good, and he's a good kid. So yeah, definitely. After you guys are done watching this one, go check that one out. Maybe even tomorrow, whatever you're doing. If you're going on a long drive or you're going, to the beach or something for a last, right before fall getaway, put it on. I'm telling you guys, it's a banger episode. You guys are not gonna want to miss that one. But to get back into this pod, I'm excited for the future of this pod. I kind of wanted to talk about it on here because I feel like I talk about it all the time, but I do want to talk about the future of this pod and where it's going, and I'm just excited. But I want to hear your thoughts on it.
I think we've been doing. I mean, my honest thoughts. I think we've been doing pretty good so far.
Mhm. No, yeah, for
I think
starting,
I think it
so
just seems
too.
like we kind of got like a little bit lazy with not
Definitely.
posting as much. Now, I mean, we started posting more
Mhm.
and like trying to get more consistent. Obviously, getting up there and everything. I think definitely using social media as a way of like advertising. I think is something we're gonna have to improve on
Mhm.
altogether.
We're gonna get TikToks back up. I'm gonna start clipping tonight. And throwing I'm gonna throw like 3 to 5 clips up tonight on TikTok. So, do with that information as you will. But yeah, there'll be 3 or 5 tonight going up.
I think our TikTok has did. I mean, we didn't even post any like anything of the pods, and they were like blowing up so far.
Oh God, should I answer?
Who is it?
It's Coy.
Oh God.
Should I answer? Should I put him on the pod?
Sure.
Yo. Wait.
First pitch.
Nuke, like I
called it.
called it.
First
Look,
pitch nuke.
first pitch nuke. Kyle Coy, you're on the pod right now.
Fire.
Coy, here, say what you want to say right now.
Fighting's in 4, baby. Let's go.
All right, I gotta go. Let's go, Schwarb dog. All right, I literally said that like before I left, we were talking, and I was talking about Schwarber first or second pitch nuke. I literally said that before I left, so that's dope. Let's go.
That is crazy.
1-0. Right off Gallon too. Gallon's good.
That's the only pitcher they have in their rotation.
Bro, I know.
If they lose tonight, the series is over.
I think so too. But
They might take one, but I don't see
yeah,
them doing much.
dude, to get back, what were we talking about though? I completely
Getting
forget.
back to like the TikTok stuff.
Oh
but
yeah, definitely.
I mean, we had a lot of people comment on our TikToks and like
I
actually
know
view 'em.
people are actually like interested,
And it
that's why I
wasn't,
gotta keep
and we
going.
at that point we weren't even posting clips of the
Mhm.
actual podcast. It was more of other videos.
Mhm.
So I think getting back to that would further expand everyone finding out about the podcast.
You know what else we need? I feel like we need more people to repost us.
Yeah.
And I don't know how, because you can't, obviously you can't force that on people.
Mm-mm.
Can't say, yo, do this or this. I definitely want people to start reposting what we post on Instagram and just spreading our word. And you don't have to, but if you are watching this and you do see one of our posts up, just go repost it. Throw it on your story for 24 hours and even 12 hours, whatever, if you want to delete it. And yeah, just repost us. And I don't know, maybe one day in the future we'll do like a giveaway or something. And I do want to do a giveaway or something. I feel like that'd be dope. We should do like your sports cards, bro. We should do like a giveaway.
I feel like a giveaway would be more of like after we hit like a certain
Yeah.
milestone. We obviously have to
No, definitely.
get more like viewers and like
But
subscribers.
we should do one
and
of them
everything.
things where it's like repost, comment, like, subscribe, and then you're
Yeah.
entered in the giveaway. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now, I feel like that'd bring more engagement with
Yeah.
our fans. I definitely want to start doing that too, engaging with our fans more. And I hope you guys can comment and you guys can comment. Like, you're free to comment, do whatever you want, but it's dope interacting with you guys. So, it'll be either me or Tutor. You never know, but just interaction. Hopefully, we get some more interaction. I'm looking forward to that, and yeah.
I think another thing is like expanding past the podcast type
Mhm.
things. Like I think we have enough like podcasts now. I think we can start making different type of videos as well. I'm not saying like every week we post something different, but like
Mhm.
just expanding to like a different like category of videos and everything. But I don't know exactly what other videos would be possible, but doing something other than podcasts just to like get our name out there even more.
Yeah, we could do vlog. I mean, I'm down to do whatever, man. I'm ready to do whatever to expand this pod and stuff like that. Starts with small baby steps, and we'll get there. And eventually, I think we'll be number one. I hope so, at least.
I think you will definitely grow a little bit bigger once we get some of our bigger
Yeah.
like bigger guests on
Mhm.
with more of a following. Then they repost and it just builds a growing
Mhm.
community like that.
Yeah. There's some good people we got out there. Like I said, schedule wise, it's just we'd have to do it on Zoom. I don't mind doing them on Zoom, but I mean, if it's something you guys want to see, for sure we'll try and get it up. If I'm being totally honest, I'm not tech savvy. I don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to editing and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna try my best. I've been watching YouTube. Like, to start this podcast, we watched countless YouTube videos. Cause we tried to remember when we tried to start it with the USB.
Yeah.
We tried to use so these are the mics we're using right now. Shout out Fifine, fire mics, cheap, and sound great in my opinion. So Fifine, if you want to sponsor us, please. You guys have great mics, easy to work with. And so when we started this, I didn't even know that you couldn't have multiple USB mics plugged in at once. So I had no idea, and I was stressing out. I'm like, man, this isn't gonna work. Like, we bought these mics for no reason. So we found a way around it. These are XLR and USB mics. So if you're gaming and stuff like that, buy one of these. It was like $50.
Yeah, it's
Great
pretty
mics.
cheap.
Great mics. But yeah.
Especially for the cost. Like it didn't cost as much as
Mhm.
I thought it would be. I mean, they look very nice.
Yeah. They look
Obviously,
good too,
you can't use the features of like the lighting and stuff
Mhm.
like that, which isn't a big deal. But
Yeah, so you can only use the lighting sorry, on these mics when you have the USB plugged in. We could use it, but we'd have to plug in a USB to your it would be
I mean, I
stupid.
think it would look nice, but I think it's just not worth the hassle
it's
right
really
now.
not. It's really not. Nobody really, if I'm being honest, when people watch, they don't really look at the
No, I
mic.
think they're more of just listening. I don't
Yeah,
think they look at the
exactly.
videos.
We do the video just so you guys, because I like to be what's it like? Not ambidextrous, but what's that word where you do like multiple things? So
Multitasking,
nah. Like
ambidextrous.
no.
That's like,
You like to make it easier for others by doing. Huh. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I want to make it easier for you guys to watch. So I obviously do a video too. I get inspiration from other podcasts like Raw Talk and Nelk and Full Send Pod. I don't really watch any other podcasts, if I'm being honest, but those two are big inspirations, and I love their pods. I watch them. I should say I watch and listen to them when I'm going on long car rides or stuff like that. And they always have some. They usually have a couple interesting guests, and that's what we want to bring for you guys. I feel like all the guests we've had have been interesting. They just don't have a following or name, so I feel like you guys should definitely check them out because
yeah. I
they've
mean,
all been interesting.
no, they've been interesting. It's just they don't have as many like
Exactly.
experiences or
Mhm.
anything, so like can't
Yeah.
really like have them talk about this experience when they're not really
Yeah.
like they're just out of
Yeah.
high school, out of
And you
college,
gotta
that
you gotta
type of thing.
remember we're 19 years old. We have a lot of time, and we have a lot of time for this. This is month number 2. I think we
Mhm.
started this in August. Like, you got to realize there's people that have been doing this for 10 plus years. I mean, I watch Bradley Martin. He's been doing YouTube since he was like, I think he's like 34 now, and he's been doing it since he was like 20 or something
Yeah.
like that. Like, he was like 14 years old, or not 14. It was 14 years ago when he started doing YouTube and stuff like that. So we definitely have a lot of work to do, and I'm ready. Like, I'm ready for whatever comes our way.
It just takes one video to
Mhm.
blow up, and then that's when it just becomes easier getting views and
Yeah,
followers and
definitely.
everything like that.
Yeah, and there's different ways to do it. I obviously want to do it the clean route, and I just want to provide for you guys like as much as we can, definitely. So we definitely, I mean, we want to hear feedback. Like, I usually don't listen to feedback because I don't. If I'm being honest, I don't really care about negative comments or whatever. Like, you can kind of say whatever. I actually some of these someone commented on our TikTok. They were like, they're like in quotation marks. They're like, we should start a podcast, saying like
Oh, I did see
they're
that.
saying our podcast is like terrible, and I put it was actually I actually laughed at it. It was actually pretty funny, but nah, man, you have the right to feel any way you do about this podcast. So, but if you do hate, thank you for the view, and hopefully one day you can come back and uh maybe even who knows, maybe you blow up and maybe we'll be on the pod together. So life goes round and round, and you'll see it as you live throughout.
I'll be honest, I never really look at the comments on any of our
I don't
videos,
really either.
like TikToks or anything. Like
Yeah.
I never like I'll watch them, but I'll never look at the comments. The only like feedback I ever see is like if someone texts me,
Mm,
which I have people like text me. They'll be like this type of stuff,
yeah.
but I've never really like went onto any of our
Yeah.
social media and like looked at what people
I
are
do
saying.
love comments though, because even like good or bad, it still grows your channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I definitely want you guys to comment. I will, if Tudor doesn't look at them, I will look at them, and I will try to respond to as many of you as I can if you're in my comments. But you can also text me or him if you want to be on it. If you want to, if you have some interesting stories, or you think you'd be good on this podcast and you think you'd bring something to the table, just let one of us know, and maybe we'll get something worked out.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of people that want to be on it. It's just
Yeah.
more of like whether or not they would be a good fit or
Yeah, there's some. I'm just gonna keep names out, and there are some people that have asked me to be on, and I'm like, what? I'm like, how would this even happen? You know what I'm saying?
no, like I've definitely seen like some all over like they'll text or like I'll see them in person. They're like, "Oh yeah, you got to get me on the pod." Like, "No, I'm fine."
Yeah.
Like I think our podcast would do better without you on it.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
necessarily need to sit here and waste my time listening to boring stories that they want to tell.
Exactly. I'm with you on that.
Like I'm not saying all of our stories are
No, yeah.
exactly like the most interesting thing out there, but I think there's people that are way worse
But
out there.
the best part is, this is our podcast, so
Yeah.
we could talk about whatever.
Yeah.
This is ours. That's what I like. We can get creative. We can have who we want to have on it. We could, and that's why it never hurts to shoot though. Like, if you want to text me, you know where to find me. You probably have me on every bit of social media. If you don't, my Instagram is Tyler Murphy 14_, and you can text me on there, and I'll try and you can even text the Out of the Park podcast account.
Yeah, I see a lot of the DMs and stuff on
Yeah.
there.
We have gotten some. I've responded to some.
Yeah, I've
There's
seen them.
definitely, bro. Over winter break, we are gonna go crazy, bro.
I mean, we have 2 months to film. I think
Hey,
there's gonna be a lot of podcasts.
I feel like, guys. I totally feel like from December to the end of January, you guys will be getting 2 episodes a week. I can guarantee it. I feel like we'll film enough to where we can get
I think-
to it in a week.
I think it's smart to film a lot, but I don't think it's smart to post both in a week. Just
No,
'cause
like
then you can
why don't we do Monday and Friday or Monday and Saturday or something?
I don't know. I feel
Well,
like it's just like
or we could do like Monday and then Saturday and then Saturday Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean
or
that
wait,
that's
that would
not
make
bad.
no sense. That would make no sense.
Yeah, because you're going.
No. Oh,
to
I know what I'm trying to
Saturday.
say. I know what I'm trying to say. So Monday and Saturday that week, then wait till the next Monday and Saturday. So like 2 every, like 10 or whatever. I don't know how to, like 2 every 5 days.
Yeah, you're really showing your high school GPA right now.
I know.
No, I think it would be smart to
trying to
film a
think.
lot and then just have one each week like we've been doing.
Yeah.
Like
I love pushing them out for you guys. Like as soon as I film, I'm like, man, I want everyone to see this. But I know the life.
I think
of
it's smarter overall
But yeah,
to
you are right. You
save
are right.
everything.
You are right.
Just because
But
then you
I
have
feel
more.
like if we do film a ton, I'm talking like 20 plus, we can definitely do like a special, like a Christmas special or something, like 2
yeah.
in the same week or something like that. But yeah, we have, guests that are coming back from college and stuff like that. So I definitely think we're going to do 2 in a week one time for you guys. I definitely want to do that.
Winter and summer break is going to be a lot easier
Oh, it's
because you
gonna
have
be
more
so
people
fire.
coming back.
Mm-hmm.
More of the interesting people. A lot of the
Exactly.
boring people just kind of stick around this
Yeah.
place.
It is true. It is true. But
It's like you can't really like interview all the boring people.
mm-hmm.
Because even like I'll say like if I was on a podcast like and we're filming and it's boring, I'm not going to watch it again.
No, yeah, definitely. And I hate when people lose interest. Like when there's pods where I'll watch like the first 5 minutes and I'm like, I'm done. This is so boring.
I never
and
watch podcasts.
It does suck because sometimes there are pods where I like skip through and I'm like, dang, this is actually a good one. I probably should have watched this. But
Yeah, I've gotten feedback like saying like our podcasts are getting better and more interesting and everything, and I like it. I mean, and it's from like the weirdest people too. Like I don't even know these people like that
Really?
well, and it's just, like
that's good. That's
they're
good.
like sliding up like, oh yeah, I like your podcast. Like, oh, I don't.
Good. I'm glad
It's
to hear
weird.
that actually.
I mean, I think no, I think it's nice and like I appreciate it, but like, it's like these people I don't even know, and I'm like, oh, like thanks. I don't know how you. Like, I get we posted, but like I don't know
Yeah.
what gave you the motivation to watch it, but like we appreciate it, obviously.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I don't care who watches. I really don't, but I appreciate them for watching. Like, there's really nothing else to say.
Even if they watch it
I do.
for 10 seconds,
Yeah.
turn it off every video.
That's
You
a view.
subscribe, and that's
Still
an
a
extra view every
Yeah.
time. Like,
You guys can come on here, watch the first 10 seconds, and get out of it if you want to. I don't care. We care that you're here, and we appreciate it. And I say it every pod I do, but
I think setting up in different locations would be fun.
no, yeah, we've been doing that.
Like it's crazy to say, but like I feel like setting up in like not like a middle of a street, but like some like just like unique places.
Yeah.
I think with
Well,
like
the classroom we did that was pretty unique. Like
yeah, no,
nobody
that
really
was
does
nice.
that.
But I'm saying like crazy places, like do one in like a McDonald's or something.
Oh
I
my
think that would be
God.
hilarious.
That'd be crazy.
Or like you go in like the middle of a road that's not obviously not busy. You just do that. Like you just get different sceneries. I think would improve
Yeah.
overall like watching it and getting out there because you can use that as like a way of marketing where
Mhm.
you're showing how you're different from everyone else.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's like millions of podcasts, obviously, so you have to find that way that you're different and separate yourself from everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm excited, but we'll see what happens with this pod, and I'm excited. But anything new going on, like in your life? No.
No, I mean,
Nothing.
not really. I mean,
I
we're
don't really have anything.
wrapping up like fall
Yeah.
ball for baseball, and
Yeah.
I'm on fall break right now, so
Yeah. You got any women hitting your line or what?
can't really talk about
You
that.
can't talk about it. Wow.
I mean,
wow.
kind of like to keep my life private.
No, man, it's all good.
I don't like
I
putting everything
understand.
out there.
No, man. Yeah, I'm the same way. Well, actually, I'm not. I love social media. it's it's actually like addicting to me, and it's bad. But I understand. I usually do try to keep stuff like that as private as I can.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I
yeah.
don't want to like slip up and say like the wrong thing.
No, yeah.
I mean, not that like we have that big of a following right now, but like
No, yeah.
slip up and say the wrong thing. I enjoy social media. I like using Snapchat, Instagram, all
Mhm.
that, but like I don't think blasting my private life all over social media is something I enjoy doing.
No, man.
Nor would
It's
I
all
ever
good.
want to do.
Yeah, I understand, bro. I understand.
Like occasionally making a post on Instagram is fine, but
Yeah.
I don't think you'll catch me posting every other day and like
No, yeah.
especially like posts, but like I like to share like Hoodville stories.
Yeah.
Just pretty much Hoodville 2.0 here.
Hoodville. Yeah. I just share like sport, whatever sport, whatever sport I'm into at the time. Or if something cool happens, I usually share it. Or I don't know if like Drake posts or if
Pretty much
I
just share
care
everything
just-
Trevor Bauer posts.
Yeah, that too.
And you know what? I've been reading like different like stories about him, and obviously he beat the case. But I think the best thing I've ever read about him was his dating rules. And I'm sure I've already told you these ones, but he has 3 dating rules. Now I can try to recite them close to what it is, but I can't get it spot on because obviously I can't remember all of that.
Yeah.
So his his first one is, I'm pretty sure the first one is no feelings. Once he senses you're catching feelings, he's going to like push you away or something because he's not interested in like that type of stuff. What's the second one? I don't even remember the second one. One of them's like, oh, the second one is like no social media, post private life stays private, and then the third one is he'll sleep with whoever he wants. He's not in. He's like, I don't know, but he said basically like if you're in a relationship, he'll sleep with whoever he wants. If you don't like it, that's fine. Like there, you can be like perfectly platonic friends. I found that very interesting.
Yeah, it's a different way to look at it. I don't know. I'm different. I'm different in relationships. I'm obviously. You ever been in one? I don't think you have, right?
No.
I haven't either. So I don't know.
Kind of proud about that.
I am too. Like I feel like nowadays, like even back in middle school, it was like the dopest thing to do was like find that middle school crush or whatever, and like just completely like freaking like date them for like five weeks and then cut them out of your life. I feel like that was like the craziest. And the fact I never did it, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know what the reason is. I'm kind of more to myself when it comes to like relationships and stuff like that. But because I honestly, I don't even want to be in one right now. And it sounds like the plush boy or whatever. They're like, nah, you just don't pull. You don't, whatever. You could say that, whatever. You guys could have fun in the comments with that one. But it's like my life is already busy enough to where I'm like, I just I barely even have time to film these and to add another human being into my life. Just right now, if I'm being totally honest, I'm not looking to start a family. I'm not looking to settle down in a house right now. I mean, it sucks because it's cool to have someone by your side all the time. I mean, you never know, obviously, with cheating and stuff like that. That
Mhm.
also worries me. I'm pretty, what's that word like? Man, I just am not
Pretty,
coming up with
like-
words. I'm not coming up with words today.
I don't
but,
even know what you're like. I don't even know like
you're scared that they're gonna cheat on you. What's that word? Like
fear.
yeah, you just have like that fear, that like
I feel like you should not live your life in fear though.
no, I don't. But like
No,
even
but like I'm saying like that type of stuff.
yeah.
I feel like you shouldn't even like going into a relationship. I don't think you should think about it like
No,
you
I
get
usually don't, but like it could happen. You know what I'm saying? So and right now,
Things
like
happen in
especially
life.
right now, I'm 19. Like I'm good. I haven't even I haven't been to a bar yet. I haven't been out yet. I have so much to explore, and if I settle down now, because in my opinion, I want the one girl to be the one.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it sounds crazy because no man thinks like that anymore, but that's just how I think. I'm like, yo, if I get the one girl to be the one, perfect. My life's perfect.
I guess I'm kind of similar to you. Like, I don't necessarily need a girl in
Exactly.
my life. I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of like, oh well, if the time comes, the time comes.
Yeah.
But like, you're never gonna catch me going into like anything with fear.
Yeah.
Because,
that's
like,
good.
Like, oh yeah, you cheat on me. Okay, that's not my fault. That's
Yeah.
your fault that you're a terrible person.
Yep.
I don't know. I just have so many like thoughts on relationship wise.
No,
Like-
yeah, I do too, definitely. Mine are probably way different than yours, but
Mine are more like
I can't even come up. You say what yours is. I can't come up with the word.
I
I'm
mean
soft. That's what
soft,
I
like
am.
a simp type, or
I wouldn't say that. I would just say I'm soft. Like I like going out. I don't see some people today like dates are just sitting inside watching Netflix. Like I can't do that. Me, I got to be going out to dinner. I got to be going on a hike. I got to be going on an adventure. I got to be going on vacation. I got to be going to the beach. I got to be I can't do, and it's good. It's good to do every once in a while. I'll be totally honest with you, just chill, have a chill night, but I see people every night. They hang out and do nothing but brush each other's teeth. It's
that's what
just
you
so
see though.
I know,
They
and
definitely do
I
more
get it.
than just
I
that.
know, I get it. But that's what I see, and it just looks so boring to me. I can't get over it.
I mean, I don't know. Like I wouldn't
It's
mind just
dope. Like
sitting.
it's dope. Don't worry, I get it. But like, I feel like if I want to do stuff. I want to make memories. I don't want to sit inside and do nothing. It's definitely good to do once, twice a week, 100%.
Once or twice a week.
What?
I think if I got a girlfriend, I hang out with her a total of like once a week.
That's good. That's actually really good. You know that?
Like
It really is.
no, like yeah, I heard
Because
like
then you get tired of them, and
I mean,
I get tired of people all the time.
I guess once a week would be an understatement. It depends on where we're
Once or
at.
twice.
Like
No, even like 2 to 3 times a week. Dude. Some people I see them every day with their girl. And I'm like, oh my god, don't you guys? Get,
I think you can do that
I guess
to
true
a certain
love, though,
point. If you can hang out with them to a certain point every single day,
yeah,
as long as you're still worrying about yourself and putting yourself first.
definitely.
Now, if
yeah.
you're only hanging out with them and not doing anything else but hanging out with them, that's when I say break up, learn about yourself, become an independent, and then get back in a relationship.
Yeah,
But like, I don't think you can mentally and physically hang out with the same person 24/7 and still find it interesting every single day.
I'm with you on that.
Like, unless you're friends. Like,
Mm-hmm.
friends and a relationship are two different things.
Exactly.
I can hang out with my friends every single day and never find a dull moment, or even if like it is boring, like it's gonna get interesting. But I don't think I could sit in a relationship and hang out with her every single day for like every hour of the day and just sit there or do something with just her, because I feel like there has to be time for your friends, there has to be time for a relationship
and you.
and you. So there's
Mhm.
3 different things you have to split your day up into.
Definitely.
I think the biggest chunk should be you.
Mm-hmm.
I say like 50% and then 25% for the other two.
Yeah, I would even argue maybe even like 50, 30, 20. Because I feel like, listen, because you can also you can consider her as like a friend even when you're dating. Because like if she's cool, it's always dope when the girl is cool with your homies. You know what I'm saying? Because then you
Yeah.
guys can all hang out and it doesn't have to be awkward.
And she doesn't need any other guy friends.
Yeah, exactly. And then she can just hang out with y'all, and it'll just be much better that way. Like, but there is a point where you have to like make some boundaries. Like, hey, I'm gonna hang out with my guys tonight. Like, you go do what you do, and I'm gonna go do what I do. It's
Yeah.
just stuff. It has to be split up. It sucks, but in my opinion, there are relationships that don't work because people spend too much time with each other. I've seen
Mhm.
it happen.
Yeah, no, I definitely see it happen. You just have to find that like the what's it
Common
called?
ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
You can't just be with them all the time. Like
Yep.
you have to think about it in the future when you're actually like married and everything. You're not gonna see them 24/7. So why would you do that now? Like you have to find that time of place where you can just separate and
Mhm.
become your own person. Because once you become too emotionally attached to someone, then one thing goes wrong and it's just like it ruins your like a couple months of your life.
Definitely.
And I think that for me is like another thing is like if you're dating someone for like let's say like a year and you guys break up and you like end on bad terms, why should you sit there for a couple months and rethink life and rethink, oh, well, I don't trust anyone? Why would you do that? Because you only live for a certain amount of years. Why not just get right back out there? People say it's
true.
wrong to the next day go out and like look for people. I don't think it is.
If it ends on bad terms, nah, man.
Like
You
I get
can't
if you're
sit
in
and
if
mope.
you're in love and everything and it like breaks up, like things are gonna happen. It happened for a reason. Why would you just sit there and like think about it all the time when you can easily be out there having fun, talking to other people, things like that?
I agree with you. I think people need to realize that you only have one of these lives, and goes for anything, but relationship wise, just if it ends and it ends on bad terms, and you got the the bad ending and you got like the worst of it, just go out there and like put yourself out there. Try things you never tried before, and maybe if you never went to your local bar, you never went clubbing, and I'm not saying that's the only way to find girls. Or you never went, even when you go on vacation, like just be yourself and go out there and try new things. Seriously.
No,
Like,
yeah, I mean, there's people that will literally just dwell on it for so long.
or even take a break.
Yeah.
Like try the single life longer and see what happens.
I mean, yeah, you have to explore every aspect of the single life.
Yeah.
Like if you get cheated on, I think the worst thing you can possibly do is dwell on it and try to get them back. They cheated on you for a reason. They don't want you. There's no point to continue to go back to someone that literally cheated on you. The only reason they are like apologizing to you and everything is because they actually did catch you.
Yep,
And I saw that quote somewhere, so like don't quote me on it, but like it's the truth.
it is.
Like if they didn't get caught, you know that they weren't gonna like apologize. They were just gonna continue to do it until you actually found out. So if you get cheated on, go enjoy life more. Like don't sit there and cry in
exactly.
your room 24/7. Like there's a time where you can be emotionally, and that's
Yeah.
like at night and like stuff like that or whatever. People cry, but I don't think every single day should be you're sitting in your room or sitting by yourself just like, oh, like I miss them, like I wish this one to happen. No, it should have happened and it did happen, so you can't change it now.
And don't lose motivation. Like that's the worst when it gets you down. Don't lose motivation. Like if someone really has you down like that, like you just need to find the gym. Like some people, I know that's like a corny thing now, because like as soon as girl breaks your heart, find the gym. But seriously, find the gym, find a buddy, find someone, go do something, go kayaking, go hiking. I'm telling you, doing stuff. I hate being alone. It's the worst feeling in the world, and I know I'm saying that after I just said I couldn't be in a relationship right now. But I do hate being alone. I love being with my friends. I love talking to people. I did this to talk to you guys. I did this to meet new people. I love meeting new people. I love talking. That's why I did this. And we made this podcast because of that. We love meeting new people. We love talking to new people. I love I love going up to his college. We love going to different colleges, meeting new people. It's always a good time, and that's why I never ever take a day in my life for granted. Never. I wake up, I realize I have a bed I slept in, I realize I have walls surrounding me, I realize I have a roof, I have a beautiful desk setup that I can go to and get on the internet. I could play PS5 that I worked hard for, and I just I feel like people just need to appreciate life more. Definitely, like every day. There's some people that just like let these days drag when people aren't as lucky as us. It's that simple. We're so lucky to be here right now in the spot we are.
Yeah, I think my view on life is different than yours. I could simply be by myself every single day and not care.
Yeah. See, yeah, you're
Like
a
I
little
don't think
different
like as much as I enjoy hanging out with my friends and everything like that, I think I could sit in like a secluded house in the forest and be there for the next 40 years and not care if I talk to anyone. That's just like I don't know. I don't know why that is,
It's
but
good that you're like that.
I just
though,
have
'cause
more like
You shouldn't depend on other people.
no,
you
I
have to
enjoy my
depend on
life
yourself.
enough by myself. Like I don't think I
That's
don't
good.
necessarily need anyone in my life. I mean, it's nice to have like friends and everything like that, but I'm not going to be the one that's like, "Oh, I wish I was friends with them now." Like you should wish you're friends with me or I'll be by myself. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't need people in the world to like me. I don't
Yeah, that's
care if they
good.
like me. I've heard multiple comments about me.
Yeah.
So like I mean, if that's an immature thought like I've been called recently,
Yeah.
I guess that's immature, I guess.
Yeah, whatever, man. You know, we're still young in this life. We are. And I feel old, but you look at people, there's 30, 40, 50-year-olds, that you're with all the time, whether it's a teacher or at my job or at your job and our parents. We're so young in this life and we have so much to live for, and it goes fast. I don't feel like I'm 19. Time absolutely flies. So all I could tell you guys on this pod is to go out and enjoy it because you only get one of them, and just spend as much time with yourself as you need, spend as much time with your friends as you need, your family, and I guarantee you life will start like looking up for you. I guarantee it, bro. You just have to be outgoing. It's that simple. You can't just be like someone who doesn't like to talk to people, someone who, kind of sits in their room all the time. Because even sitting in your room for too long, you gotta admit, it sucks. Like I know you don't really care,
I
but
can
for
sit in
me,
my
I'm
room.
just like, bro, I cannot sit here. Like, I call myself this Sunday, bro. I didn't even want to watch football this Sunday. I haven't like gone out and like talked to people in a while. I was like, man, I just want to go like hang out with somebody. So I ended up watching the Eagles, but
No, I mean, I don't necessarily think I want to just sit in my room all day, but like I'll go do things by myself. Like I'll take a walk or play baseball or
yeah,
something.
that's good.
I don't need anyone.
That's good.
But okay, so I had a weird question this week. It was like a kind of a confusing question that I received. It was, what is something girls shouldn't have to tell guys?
Mm.
And that meaning is, like, if a girl is mad, like, what should a guy already know? Like, that you're doing wrong.
Like, would she be mad at me?
Well, it's not like, it was like, okay, so, like, the scenario was like, it's hard to, like, say without actually saying the correct, the answer that I was told. So the question I asked was, what is something a girl shouldn't have to tell a guy? And the context would be, what is some, I don't even know how to say it without
Yeah, say the
giving it
answer.
up. Like, it was a very confusing question to me. Now, obviously, I didn't understand it when I received it, but it was like, if a girl's if a girl's trying to get into something with a guy, what is something like men should already understand
that, like-
that girl that would make your girl mad, or like your future girl mad?
So you're saying if me and some girl are gonna get in a relationship, I should know what makes her mad already? Like
It's
stuff
like
that pisses her off.
something that would piss her off that she shouldn't have to tell you to do.
Maybe just like be there for her. Like if she plays sports, go to her sporting events. If she does dance, whatever she does, just go to her stuff. Be supportive. If she has a struggle in school or a struggle in work, just honestly be a mental support system. It's always good. That that's probably the best piece of advice I can give you from not being in an actual relationship. I know how girls get, and I could say I know how girls get, but everyone gets a little pissed off sometimes. But girls do tend to get a little more, you know, dramatic sometimes. I'll be totally honest, but it's usually for a good reason. They just want you to know. They usually are doing it so they know that you're there for them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like. That's my answer.
Yeah.
They want you to be there for them no matter what.
So like, I don't necessarily know if like that's technically, well, the answer I received is different from what you said.
Okay.
The answer I received was, I don't know if I mean I'm just gonna call myself out. This is the answer, is that, so something that girls shouldn't have to tell you is that you shouldn't snap so many girls.
Okay.
So that was the answer. That was the answer I was told. Now I
So
got asked that question.
That'll just make her mad. I get it. Yeah, I get
Like,
it.
I guess that is something.
Yeah.
I mean, my response was, well, like, I don't think okay. It's bad to say, but I've had this conversation with like some of my better friends and everything like that. If you don't set boundaries for you and a girl, I think you should be able to flirt with whoever you want until you're actually in the relationship.
Oh, 100, dude. No, that's a fact.
And like, there's some girls that get mad, like, oh, if you're like flirting with each other and they find out you're talking to another girl, like they'll get mad.
No.
But I don't think you can get mad, because there's nothing that really points the directions that you're in a relationship, or unless you talked about it and said, okay, I don't want you talking to other girls, I don't want you
yeah.
talking to other guys, that type of stuff. But I also don't believe in a talking stage.
You don't.
I don't think there's anything that should be a talking stage. I just think it's a waste of time. Like, people say, oh yeah, we've been talking for 6 months. For what?
Yeah.
You just wasted your time.
You are right though.
Like,
it does suck because like
it's like
yeah,
stupid.
you're right,
It's
you're
like
right.
it's like that boring part in between the honeymoon phase and dating.
Mm-hmm.
The honeymoon phase lasts for a short amount of time, depending on who it is with. Dating obviously lasts however long you put in effort.
Yeah.
That middle section should not be a talking stage. It should just be more of getting to know each other, flirting with other people, making sure that's the actual one you want to date.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, there's sometimes where, but I guess there's sometimes where I'm like, I catch myself and I'm just like, I feel like one's the one, and then I'm like, I look at him like, I feel like I feel like there's just someone else out there for me. And that's why I feel like that's why I've never been in a relationship, because I'm like not willing to take a risk. I never tell people how I feel.
Yeah.
I don't really care to tell people how I feel. I never tell them exactly like, oh, I'm into you. Let's go on a date or something. Like I never really do that, if I'm being totally honest. But there are definitely times. But yeah, going back to what you said, I think that if it's not official and that you're just kind of playing around and unless you hang out if you hang out all the time, then maybe kind of start taking it serious. Don't maybe whatever, I don't know if snapping girls, whatever pisses them off, maybe dial that back. But I feel like if you aren't actually dating, shouldn't matter.
Yeah. No, I think for me it would be more of like you can hang out with them and everything unless she says specifically no. So for me, if we're in this so-called talking stage, which should be made up, but I don't think it's real. But anyway, so before you're dating, I think you should be able to talk to whoever you want, flirt with whoever you want. Once you get in the relationship, then you really have to slim it down to who you talk to.
Yeah.
Like you can have you can have friends. I think I would be perfectly fine if I had a girlfriend that had guy friends.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think like you should have to cut everyone off.
Yeah.
And I don't like being controlled, and that's another thing I don't like about relationships is
Yeah.
a lot of the times there's people that are controlling,
Mm-hmm.
and then that just turns into toxic relationships that
Yeah.
don't last. But I mean, that's pretty much the intake I have.
Yeah, that's a good take. I don't like people telling me what to do either. I just let people, you live your life, I live mine. I mean, there's definitely boundaries that you guys have to talk about in the beginning, but yeah, I think your take on the talking stage is actually kind of good.
No, I don't.
Nah.
I just don't believe
Yeah, it kind of
there's
sounds like you
a
waste because
stage.
then you waste all your time doing that, and then it's like, why did I even
Yeah, because
talk
in
to
the
her
end, like
for
you could either
3 months?
be dating or you could just be friends. You could
Mhm.
stay in that friend stage, never date, or you can just go from friends to dating. Like it's.
Yeah,
I don't think there should be anything considered talking stage. Like if you ask a person, I think a number one pet peeve about asking people about their relationship is if you ask them how long have you been dating, they'll be like, "Well, we've been talking for
yeah,
6 months. We've been dating for this." Well, I didn't ask how many months you were talking, because quite frankly, I don't care how many months you were talking. If I asked you about dating, you probably should just say how many months you've been dating.
yeah.
Like talking doesn't count because I guarantee in some time during that talking stage, you were probably flirting with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That's just my view on it.
I also like meeting new people, and if I could only meet new guys, I'll be totally honest, it would just kind of be boring.
Pause.
Like, what?
Meet new guys.
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
you're into that?
no, bro. Like, you know
I
what
see
I
what you're
mean?
saying.
No, bro. Like,
You're that type.
nah. I'm talking about like
Nothing
meeting,
wrong. No, I'm not saying nothing wrong. I think this would be the perfect like platform for you to like speak out on your views.
bro. What?
If
views?
you're trying to go in like that direction.
What direction are you talking about?
I mean, you said you wanted to meet new guys. Like
No, like, bro. I'm talking about.
I'm not here to judge.
Listen, no. There's
I
no
fully
I'm not
support
judging
you,
either.
dude.
I'm just telling
I
you.
fully support you.
When I say meet new guy, I mean like meet new friends. As
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Nah. It ain't like that. It's not like that.
They actually have apps for you to meet new guys.
Well,
if that's what you're into.
You know that from experience, not from you.
No,
but
not for me. I know specific people that have used those
that's
type of
crazy,
apps, but
bro. Oh my god. I guess we won't get into that.
I can't get into
we
it,
can't
dude.
get into it. We can't get into it. But nah,
Scary truth.
nah. Going back in all seriousness, I like meeting new people, and you know, if I had a woman, I feel like I could only meet new guy. Like I feel like if you
I'll meet whoever I want.
I'm like that too, but I feel like then you can't just like have a good time. You have to like I feel like you have to worry about it, and I'm like, maybe
I think
she
that's
thinks.
why like dating at a young age is kind of pointless. I
It
think you
is,
should be able
bro.
to live your
telling you.
life, and then if you along the way if you find like a girl that you 100% think is the one, take the shot.
Mhm.
But like, I don't think there should be any middle school dating. I think that's pointless.
That's pointless.
High school is not bad. I think you're more mature in high school than anything. I mean, obviously you're not as mature, like you're not at the peak of maturity, but I think you're still there.
Mhm.
I think you should definitely mess around in high school, like that type of stuff, like go on an experiment,
Yeah.
hang out with different girls or guys or whatever you're into.
Yeah.
But I don't think settling down super early in life is the best thing. Now, I have two opinions on this. I could either find the one like today and settle down and like get married within the next year, or my preference would be build my bank account, find someone, build my bank account, build a relationship. And I honestly wouldn't be mad at myself or my life if I got married at like 34.
No, I wouldn't be either.
Like I just don't
Yeah.
see marriage at the top of my list. Now if it comes, it comes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like anything else, like you have opportunities, you
Yep.
take them. But it's definitely not at the top. It's probably in like the middle to bottom half of my list.
Yeah. No, there's people getting married at our age.
Yeah,
I
I
have no
mean,
words.
it's their choice
No, it is.
ultimately.
And it's great.
I
And I'm
think-
so glad that it's working out. But it's great. Like, think about that. 19, you don't even have your own. You don't have anything yet. You don't
Mhm.
have your own house. You don't have your own. You really don't have a. I shouldn't say really don't, but you might not have the greatest stable pay. You might not
Yeah.
have the. You don't have the ambition to start a family right now.
No. I
Why?
mean,
Like,
there's-
why?
there's
That's my question.
benefits.
Why?
There's benefits to starting
no,
early,
definitely.
but like I just don't think I could
I could never.
start right now.
Bless them. Bless
There-
them for doing
there's a
it.
slight possibility I could just settle down. I mean, I like I said, I enjoy single life, but there could be a girl that comes along and I'm like,
Wow, you just
okay, yeah,
never
like I
know.
just think
Yeah.
I'm done now. Like I've had my fun. I can settle down, start a family, that type of thing. But I think I'd rather bring financial stability into the relationship where I can support my family rather than going into it with pretty much nothing in the bank account, like a lower end in the bank account.
And you're still in school, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you have all them student. And I get you'll still have student loans probably when you get married. To be honest, that's just how
Nah, I
it
don't have
goes.
student loans.
What do you mean?
Oh, my college is all paid for.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Um,
good for you, bro.
I got lucky, but I know what you're
well,
talking
you're a
about. A
smart
lot
kid.
of
You're a
other
smart
people.
kid. Yeah.
A lot
You're a
of
smart
other
kid.
people have like student loans. I mean, you're coming out with all that.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to pay them back.
It won't be as bad.
You're pretty much going to college. You're pretty much in debt right off the bat. Like
It does suck.
they're just kind of screwing you right off the bat. You start a new life and you're already in. I mean, you're facing new challenges right away. I think it's
Definitely.
good to face new challenges, but like, you're just getting screwed.
Right away. It does. And it hits some people hard.
Mhm.
And it does suck. And I do hope that when you do go to college, you're not undecided and you want to know 100% what you want to do. And that's the best part. If you're a college student listening to this and you are having thoughts on changing your major because you're not enjoying it, do it. Like 100%. Or if you even, I'll be totally honest, there's people, and I'm not encouraging dropping out, but if you do have, I am a dropout myself. I'm not super proud of it, and I will never be proud of it. But I found an opportunity that I had to take, and I took a chance, and I was never, I'll be totally honest, I was never a good listener. I was never a good student, and I was always in school a failure, always. Every time it was a worry. It was never a worry about me failing the class. It was always a worry about me passing. And so it just puts it in perspective for y'all. So I want you guys, if you're ambitious about something and you even have a slight 5-10% in your heart change, do it 100%. And I'm not even just saying that because sometimes people will spend all hundreds of thousands of dollars on college. They get out, they're like, what do I even use my degree for? I don't even know what I want to do, you know?
Mhm.
And it's smart because you know what you want to do and you're going through, and obviously they're giving you a chunk of money because of athletics and you're a smart kid and you had a good GPA, so it's great. Like, I'm glad and I'm happy for you. And, but yeah, if you're listening to this and you're in a tough spot in life, just trust me, I've been there and it sucks. But just take it from me, 5-10%, take that chance. Worst that happens, you fail on that, you either find another school, find another major, find another job. I'm telling you, anytime you feel something, trust your gut because your gut never fails. I'll tell you that. And even if it does, there are ways to bounce back. I'm telling you.
No, I think when you're picking a major in college, like you can go in undecided, but I think find a general area of what you like to
Yeah,
do.
definitely, yeah.
And I think you find that general area, and then you look at what the highest paying job is, and then you take that.
Mm-hmm.
Like going to college, I knew something in business would be nice. So you look at like higher paying jobs, but counting's hard,
It is.
but it also pays a lot.
It does.
And I think I can motivate myself enough to like pursue a career that I don't necessarily have all the interest in the world, but just because you're bringing in that money, I think would be perfectly fine to just
Do you have like a set accounting job that you want to like? Do you have a set job? Because I could probably hook you up
I
straight
mean,
out of college.
I know some firms that
Yeah,
I've talked to and stuff, like given my resume to and like
bro.
have gotten offered like different things,
Give
but
one to my brother-in-law.
yeah.
He owns his own firm. I guarantee he'll give you a job right out of college.
Yeah. No, I
He's a
mean
good
that's the
guy.
other thing.
He's a good boss, good dude to work for. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
I think that's another thing about accounting is like you're always gonna have a job.
Mm-hmm.
People
Definitely.
always need you taking care of stuff. That's why if you find
It's actually growing. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Less and less accounting, like people are becoming accountants. So it's the pay is going up and up. So it's so smart. I wanted to be an accountant. I really did, but I'm just not. I don't pay attention enough. I don't listen. That's my problem. And I actually, if I applied myself 100%, maybe even 90%, maybe even 80% of the time, I actually would have done good in high school, but I didn't apply myself at all. I wanted to have fun over, and it's always good to have fun. Even like I said, 80% apply myself 80% and then have fun the other 20. But I was the other way around. I was kind of applying myself 20% and having fun 80% of the time. That's why people will give me a bunch of crap for dwelling on high school, but I had so much fun because I didn't care about school. You know what I'm saying? I was just like totally in the moment. Like it went so
Yeah.
fast.
I mean I had fun, but I think there's a
But
certain
no, you did it good. You went like 60-40 or like 70, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean
You even maybe went 70-30 and still
I don't even
had
think
fun.
I don't even think I went 70-30. I didn't really like I did my work and everything, but then after that I just enjoyed the time.
Would you just say you went 50-50 then?
Probably around 50-50.
See, and I couldn't
And I
even
mean
go
like
50-50.
I just got away with having good grades because I
Yeah.
did my work and like applied myself when I needed to.
hmm
But I could also have fun the rest of the time.
Yeah, me, I use my time poorly, and sometimes I view it as a blessing, and sometimes I view it as a curse, because I definitely wanted to go to Albright and room with you, and I definitely wanted to pursue accounting because my brother-in-law is an accountant, and I wanted to work for him, and super cool dude. We probably both could have worked for him,
Mm-hmm.
and it sucks that I chose the route I did, but I did what's best for me, and in the end, if I'm being honest, that's all that matters. But
It's
yeah,
always time to join back in college. You're only a semester behind.
I know
Make it
it's,
up.
It's tough because
I mean, I think if you're not sure about what you want to do, doing what you're doing now is fine. But I think at some point, if you do like think, oh, like I actually would think I would enjoy it, going to like a smaller college and paying less for the same major is probably better. Like you were doing, you were going to hack, you were getting that experience, and you were paying way less than other people that are going to these big universities
yeah,
just to end up in the same job as them anyway. Like, I think another thing you could have tried to pursue is possibly doing both at the same time because you can work and then take online classes. That way, you're still getting the major. You're making money. You're just combining it. So you're not paying as much at the smaller colleges, but you're also bringing in cash from your job.
and I like my job. I have no problem with my job at all. I actually love my job, but if I'm being totally honest, I really do wish that I was just a better student, and I just feel like I kind of feel like I failed my parents, and I feel like I don't know. I just feel like I failed a lot of people, and I know I'm supposed to care about myself, do what's best for myself, and I get angry really quick, and I make stupid decisions a lot. But maybe one day, we'll reunite. Maybe one day I'll try, but we'll see. My life's looking pretty good right now. I love that. I love the free time you get in college, especially with this. I mean, this would be
No, like
100,
I mean, it would
150
100%
times
be easier.
150
Yeah.
times easier. Like no, not even close. 150%, whatever you want to call it. It just would be a million times easier. But I chose the route of working and just making money, and for now, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if I move up. We'll see if I end up going back to college. I have no idea. I'm so young yet. I am not worried about my life. I try not to worry because I don't like dealing with all that anxiety and stuff about thinking about what if I do this and this happens. Right now, I'm young. I'm 19 and a half. If I'm being honest, it goes quick, but I'm nowhere near 20 yet, and I just have so much time, and that's what I love about being young. It sucks that we're growing up, but it's also a blessing to be here and just be able to talk to you guys and um, grow up with you guys. So hopefully you guys grow with us. Simple
Yeah.
as that.
I think going back to the college thing, I think since you're so young, you get into that debt, it's easier to pay it off and go to college now rather than go back when you're older. I mean, that's just another thing you have to think about. Like, if you would actually consider going to college again, like, if you think about it at 30, you're like, oh, I think I want to go back to college. You have less time to actually pay those loans
No,
off
yeah,
than if
I
you
would
do now.
never. I have maybe a couple more years to think about it. Maybe even a year to think
I
about.
think, like, I mean, I didn't necessarily want to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed working in the summer doing
Yeah.
concrete and everything like that. Uh, there was two main things making me go to college. Actually, it would have been three.
Well,
I mean, obviously
sports.
my parents.
I wish I could play a sport too.
Oh yeah, sports 100%. I wanted to play baseball beyond high school. That, but it's so much more stress put on your shoulders if you go to college to play sports. Cause like I don't know about other like teams, but like we practice a lot throughout the week, and I mean it takes up a lot of our Saturdays. I enjoy it if you enjoy it enough. It's in the end it's worth it. But like your sports was a thing. I mean my parents wanted me to go to college. They gave me options with college. And then I mean obviously now I'm not saying it's easier to get a job with a college degree cuz nowadays it's not, but just having that to fall back on being like okay, yeah, I have this experience and this further education. It allows for sometimes jobs to be easier to get. That's the main reason. Like I see a lot of my friends now that they're out working. I would much rather be working,
Mm-hmm.
but I also have to think like I have the rest of my life to work.
Bro, you're right.
I'm only
Like,
taking a 4 year like pretty much gap
mm-hmm.
to working. Like you see all the kids
and it's
in
to set
high
up
school.
your future too. So it's to
Yeah.
set up everything.
No, I mean I saw all my friends in high school working every single day because they want money. I love that they're grinding to get money, but I don't think working every hour of your free time in high school is the way.
No, yeah, I
Just
get it.
enjoy your life. Like you're gonna
Mhm.
work from when you're 22 to like 65. Like that's
Mhm.
so many years to work. Why not take an extra 4 years, spend some money, enjoy your life with other people, meet new people, and then get to work? Like
Yeah, I like it.
that's
like it.
probably the main reason going to college wasn't
And that's
as
why.
hard.
That's also why I wish I went because as I said earlier in the pod, I love meeting new people, and to just come to a different school where people from around the world
Yeah.
are coming to the school, not just people, and that like when you go to high school, it's just people from the 3 elementary schools or whatever
Mhm.
coming together. No, but this is people from Missouri, people from Detroit, people from Tennessee, people from Delaware,
You
people
can have
from
people from like China, all them.
even that, bro, like different countries, different states, different cities. It's just so dope to see a whole bunch of people mixing together and becoming one at a college, and that's another thing I love about college. So I will never ever tell people not to go to. There's people out there who say, screw college, like it's stupid. I'm not one of those people. I think it's smart, and I think whichever way you decide, just do what you want to do for you. You can't really pick.
I mean, for you, you're not far behind.
No, I'm not.
You're only a semester. You could literally
Yeah.
pick up, start the spring semester, and still only be a semester done.
Mhm.
You can literally make that up in the winter and summer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's definitely something to think about. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
you have to think of where you're at in a job. Like, I'm not saying specifically for you, but, like, if you choose the job route, you have to think, okay, where am I seeing myself with this business, or what do I see myself doing in the next 30 years?
Mhm.
Now, there's some people that have job stability right after out of high school, and they can be like, okay, I'm going to be at this company the rest of my life. I don't need college. But then there's some people that are like, okay, like, I started at the bottom of the totem pole. I don't see that much of an advantage, no matter what people say. Like, because obviously, like, owners and everything are going to lie and say, oh, we see you at this position, and next year,
Yeah.
sometimes you won't be there. So I just think looking and evaluating where your environment and job is another thing key thing, like coming out of high school and everything.
Yeah, I guess we'll see and we'll understand. But right now I'm happy with life. I'm living and I'm walking on 2 feet, so can't be mad. I'm on here talking. Another route could be. Hopefully this pod takes off, and I hope this could be a source of income one day. Don't know when. Don't know if it's in a month. Don't know if it's in a year. Don't know if it's in 5 years. Don't know if it's in 2 months. Don't know if it's in 5 days. You just never know. So I hope we can provide, and I hope we can make this a source of income and an everyday thing. And that's just my hope. I mean, obviously, you know, I definitely want you to get your degree, and I want to work, but I do hope this takes off and we can just throw it all behind us and say, this is what we want to do. I
Mhm.
do. I really do. But any last words you want to say?
No, I think I pretty much expressed everything.
Yeah, that was a good pod.
Yeah.
I always like getting emotionally like deep, and that's why I did this pod to express emotions and to express my thoughts, feelings, his thoughts, feelings, and next pod should have a guest. We apologize for not having one this week, but hopefully you guys learned a little something or understand us a little more and who I am and who he is. And we're looking forward to posting for you guys. This one will go up Friday, so the time you'll be watching this, it'll probably be Friday or Saturday, whatever, in the morning. If you're on a car ride, like I said, or we're gonna work on getting it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or whatever, iPodcast, whatever. And I am gonna work on that tonight for you guys. So that's Monday night. Hopefully, this one will be the first one on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And I'm really excited for this. So um, check us out on TikTok, Out of the Park, or what is it?
It's OTP podcast.
Clips.
I think it's just OTP podcast, and then there's a couple of numbers, but
Here, let me look.
I found that just typing an OTP podcast, it comes up fairly
Does it?
easy. Pretty sure, yeah.
So on TikTok, we are Out of the Park Pod Clips all together. Out of the Park Pod Clips. On Instagram, we are. It's so bad I don't know this. We are Out of the Park Pod. So go follow them. Expect big things and expect us to bounce back with this episode. And we thank you guys for listening. I think it was like an hour and 20 minutes.
Probably a fairly long
Yeah,
podcast.
it's actually a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I thought this was gonna be like a little 45-minute get into it and then kind of dip because the Phillies are on and we're missing the Phillies for you guys. Just letting you know.
That is very true.
Yeah, we are missing the Phillies for you guys. NLCS. So this will go up Friday the 21st, 20th. Let me look.
Probably. Sounds about right.
Friday the 20th. This will be up. So whether you're watching this on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or any days in the future, thank you guys so much. This has been another Out of the Park pod, and more coming soon. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh, man.